Today we'll see the fourth chapter, geometry. We are going to construct a similar triangles. What is a similar triangle? Similar triangle means the two triangles are similar. We say it is a similar triangle. That is, two triangles looks like a same. Then we say it is a similar triangle. For a similar triangle, the size won't be the same. The size will differ. It looks like the same. The next one we can say that the size differs. Okay. And do you remember that you have learnt about concurrent triangles? Concurrent triangles. Yeah, we are not going to study about the concurrent triangle. We are going to study only about the similar triangle. But you should always know how to differentiate both concurrent and similar. Okay. Here in concurrent triangle, it looks like the same. It is exactly the same. It is exactly the same, and the size doesn't differ. Exactly means the size what is exactly? Exactly means the size won't be different. Everything will be the same. Here you can remember whenever the word concurrent triangles come, you can remember the identical twins. Identical twins. What is identical twins, ma? இரட்டையர்கள் ஒரே மாதிரி இருப்பாங்கல்ல, எக்ஸாக்டா அவங்கள கண்டே பிடிக்க முடியல, அந்த மாதிரி உள்ள இரட்டையர்களை இதுக்கு எக்ஸாம்பிளா வச்சுக்கலாம். And coming to similar triangle, here you can say mother child as an example. We used to say, no, அப்படியே அம்மா போலயே இருக்க, உரிச்சு வச்ச மாதிரி இருக்கிறா அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Here mother age is different, the child age is different, mother size is different, and the child age size is different. That's why here we consider, I usually give this as an example for similar triangle, and identical twins as an example for concurrent triangles. Clear about this? And now we'll construct the similar triangle. Come to the topic. Take out your textbook, page number 169, example 4.10. Construct a triangle similar to a given triangle PQR. So you are going to, what is given? Triangle PQR with its sides equal to 3 by 4. You can write here 3 by 5 of the corresponding sides of the triangle PQR. Okay. And now this PQR is less than 1. It is a proper fraction.
In general, in a fraction, we'll be having a numerator and a denominator. In between, we have a one line bar. Okay. The above the line, the number that is a numerator, and the below one will be a denominator. For a proper fraction, what is your condition? The denominator will be more than the numerator. The bigger number will be in the bottom of the line, and above the line will be having a smaller number. Now you consider in our sum what do you have? 3 by 5, isn't it? So 3 is your numerator and 5 is your denominator. See here, fruit shop man, he will be arranging the apples. Have you seen that? Now we are going to arrange 5 apples. Since 5 is the denominator, we are arranging 5 apples. And above that 5 apples, we are placing the 3 apples. What happens? It's not affected. How you are arranging, it will be the same. Now, you say that 3 by 5. Arranged in a proper way, it is a proper fraction. 3 by 5 is a proper fraction. Clear, ma?
First draw the rough diagram. So draw triangle PQR. Now you see it is 3 by 5. It is a proper fraction. So here you just draw a parallel line of PQ inside the triangle. So it becomes P dash R dash. Take your scale. See your pencil is sharpened, well sharpened. Draw a line. And now draw a triangle. P Q R. Okay. Have this as your P, this vertex as Q, and this vertex as R. Clear, ma? Now draw a line below the line QR, or else you can say draw a line opposite to P, to the line QR. Draw, see this angle Q, angle Q, that is R, Q and the extended one, this line, it should not exceed 90 degree. It should be an acute angle. Clear? Mark it as X. Now take your compass. Check with your compass whether you are right, both the tips. Okay. And now it should be sharp, my pencil should be sharp. Now you take random measurement. Simply like this. Don't go for too small or too big. Okay. And see here, we have to mark 5 arcs. Don't change the measurement. Name it as Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 and Q5. Here you see the similar proportion is 3 by 5, that is 3 by fraction. Okay. Now 3 by 5, 3 is in the numerator and 5 is in the denominator. So this 5, whatever it is in the denominator, that you see here, that is Q5. That is, here you are having 5, here you are having Q5. You connect this Q5 with your R. Clear? And now you see 3 by 5 is a proper fraction. Since this is a proper fraction, the next what you are going to construct should lie inside. If it is an improper fraction, then whatever you are going to construct after this, it should lie after the marking 1. Okay, it should lie outside. If it is a proper fraction, it should lie inside, and if it is an improper fraction, it should lie outside. Clear with me? Shall we do, ma? Very simple. Easiest one, ma. Keep your compass at any measurement. You cut an arc. Okay. Don't change the measurement. Have it the same and place it off in the numerator one. What is numerator? Numerator is 3, isn't it? So you go for Q3. Place it in Q3. Cut an arc. Clear? And now measure this arc. How far the distance is. You adjust it. Okay. And place it here and cut the arc. Now join this point with Q3. Mark this point as R dash. This is R. We mark this as R dash. Now take your compass. Place it in R in random measurement. Random measurement. Okay. The same measurement. Place in R dash. Okay. Now place it over here and take the correct measurement of this arc. Yes. Fine. Okay. Now place over here in this place and cut an arc. Now you join this with your R dash. And now this point you mark it as P dash. See here Q. So here you are writing Q1, Q2, Q3. Here R, you are putting R dash. Here P, this what is this P? So you are marking this as P dash. Okay, that's all done. Are you clear? And now you see this triangle PQR. This is PQR. And the other one is P dash, Q and R dash. This P dash, Q, R dash is similar to the triangle PQR. Are you clear with me? Shall we pass to the next example, ma? 4.11. Yes. Example 4.11. What is the sum? Construct a triangle similar to a given triangle PQR. So the triangle is PQR with its sides equal to 7 by 4 of the corresponding sides of the triangle PQR. Now we'll see for the improper fraction. Improper fraction, you have this one, 7 by 4. 7 by 4 is an improper fraction. How do you say it is an improper fraction? Here 4 is the denominator. As the denominator is smaller than the numerator, it is an improper fraction. See here, the shopkeeper arranges the apple like this. See what happens. See here, first you places 4 apple, and above that 4 apple, he is placing 7 apple. So here what happens? Few apple falls down. Okay. So this is not possible one. That's why we can remember this and say that 7 by 4 is an improper fraction. Clear? Draw rough diagram. Triangle, draw triangle P, Q, R. And now you see 7 by 4. 7 by 4 is a improper fraction. Okay. So here we'll be drawing a parallel line of PR, and that parallel line should come outside the triangle. Okay. So draw like this and name it as P dash R dash. Clear? Draw line. Then draw a triangle. Triangle. Then okay. This is your X. This is P. This vertex Q. This vertex R. Okay. Previously we marked arcs in this ray. Here 7 by 4. Numbers are 7 and 4. You take the bigger one, 7. So you have to cut 7 arcs in this ray. Mark it. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6 and Q7. Okay. And now you see the denominator you are having 4. So you go with your Q4. Join the Q4 with your R. Join the Q4 with your R. We know that 7 by 4 is an improper fraction. As in it is an improper fraction, the next triangle what we are going to construct will lie outside. Okay. So here now you go for this one Q7. Okay. With the random you cut an arc. With the same you place it in Q7 and cut an arc. Now you measure this distance. Okay. Place here. Cut an arc. And now join Q7 with this point. And extend till here. This will be your R dash. R, so this will be your R dash. Now take a random measurement, cut an arc with the same measurement, place it in. Aha. Yes, cut an arc and then with the same measurement place in R dash. Don't change the measurement. Cut the arc. Now you measure this arc. You have to measure this arc. Yes. Place it here with that measured distance. Cut the arc. Now we join this. Extend this line. Since the triangle comes outside, we extend this line. Erase it off. Don't have extended line here. Here too you don't need to have. Okay, erase that line and mark this vertices as P dash. Clear, girls? Shall we do the exercise sums, ma? Page number 191, exercise 4.1. See the 10th sum, ma. Construct a triangle similar to a given triangle PQR with its sides equal to 2 by 3 of the corresponding sides of the triangle PQR. So what is given? Triangle PQR and proportional to 2 by 3. Okay, now draw the rough diagram. Triangle, it is, we name it as PQR, and now you see this one 2 by 3. It is a proper fraction, isn't it? 2 by 3 is a proper fraction. So the other triangle, that is the similar triangle of this PQR, will fall inside. So here it will be P dash and R dash. Clear? Shall we construct now? Draw a line. Mark here Q. Draw a triangle. Name it as PQR. Now draw a ray below QR. And you see here which is bigger, 2 or 3? 3 is bigger one, isn't it? So from Q you cut 3 arcs. Now name it as Q1, Q2 and Q3. In denominator you have 3, isn't it? So join this Q3 with R. Take a random measurement. Keep your compass in Q3. Cut an arc. With the same measurement, place it in Q2. Cut an arc. And now measure this arc Q3, measure it with your compass. Now place that here and cut with the previous arc. Okay. Now join this Q2 and this one, right? That meets QR in R dash. And now in a random measurement, place your compass in R, cut an arc. With the same measurement, place it in R dash, cut an arc. Now measure this angle R with your compass and cut an arc with the previous one. Now join this point and R dash and extend it. It meets QP at P dash. Now the similar triangle for the given PQR is P dash QR dash. Are you clear, ma? We'll pass to the next one. 11th sum. Construct a similar triangle to the given triangle LMN with its sides equal to 4 by 5 of the corresponding sides of the triangle LMN. Now you draw the rough diagram. Draw the triangle and name it as LMN. Okay. Now you see it is 4 by 5. 4 by 5, it is a proper fraction. Okay. So your L dash and N dash will fall inside. Clear? Yes. Construct a triangle LMN. Draw a ray. See here 4 by 5. So 5 is the bigger number. So you cut 5 arcs. Since it is M here, you name it as M1, M2, M3, M4 and M5. And now in the denominator we are having 5, isn't it? So you go with M5. Join M5 with N. Now place your compass at M5. Take a random measurement and cut an arc. And with the same measurement, you have to move to M4 because the other one, the numerator, you are having 4, isn't it? So place it at M4, cut an arc with the same measurement, and now you measure the arc of M5 and place the compass there and cut here. So join this and extend it off. It will meet MN at N dash. Now keep your compass at N, cut an arc with a random measurement, place the compass at N dash with the same measurement. Don't change. Now you measure the arc N using your compass and place that here and cut with the previous arc. Now you join that point and N dash and extend it. It will meet M L at L dash. Now you see your triangle L dash M N dash is your similar triangle to the drawn one L M N. Clear? Yes. Next one. 12th sum. Construct a triangle similar to the given triangle ABC with its sides equal to 6 by 5 of the corresponding sides of the triangle ABC. Fine. Now draw the rough diagram. Draw the triangle and name it as ABC. And now you see 6 by 5. It is improper fraction. So the line A dash and C dash you'll be getting, isn't it? That must fall outside the triangle. So you extend and draw like this. So this becomes A dash and C dash. Now we'll construct it. Draw a line. Draw a triangle A, B, C. And now draw a ray below BC and see 6, 5, isn't it? Which is bigger one? 6. So you cut 6 arcs with a random measurement. Here we are having B. So you name it as B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6. And now see to the denominator. Denominator is 5, isn't it? So here B5 is there, isn't it? So this B5 should be joined to this C. Clear? And now place your compass at B5, cut an arc with random measurement, and now denominator is over. Now come to the numerator 6. Keep that compass at B6 and cut with the same measurement. Don't change it off. Measure this angle B5 and place here, cut an arc. Now you join B6 and this point. Extend it to the line BC. It cuts at C dash. Now keep your compass at C, cut an arc with a random measurement, and now place it at C dash, cut an arc with the same measurement. Now you measure this angle C, place your compass here, cut an arc. Now join this point and C dash and extend it. It will meet AB at A dash. Puridada? So only one more sum, the last one, sum number 13. Construct a triangle similar to the given triangle PQR with its sides equal to 7 by 3. Draw the rough diagram. Then name it as PQR. And 7 by 3, it is a improper fraction. So your P dash, R dash will come outside. Okay, so you extend and join it off. Now construct the triangle PQR. Now draw a ray below QR and see 7, 3, isn't it? 7 by 3. With a random measurement, you cut 7 arcs and name it as Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5 and Q6, Q7. And now in the denominator you are having 3. So you go with Q3. Now you join this Q3 to R. Place your compass at Q3 with a random measurement. Cut an arc with the same measurement. Keep your compass at Q7. Cut an arc. Now you measure this angle and place over here. Cut an arc. Now join this Q7 at this point and extend it. It will meet the line QR at R dash. And now place your compass at R with random measurement. Cut an arc. Don't change the measurement, place it at R dash, cut an arc. Now measure this angle R using your compass and place your compass here, cut an arc with the previous arc. Now join this R dash and this point and extend it. Extend this line PQ. Okay. Now here it meets at P dash. And here your P dash QR dash is the similar triangle of PQR. Right? Thank you.